Hello everyone, I wanted to take a couple minutes and go over how you use this Gizmo simulator and how you can find the melting point of these different substances. Okay, so here's the Gizmo here on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and make that, I'm going to launch that and make it on the full screen. Now the first thing up here, you can see you have laboratory and cold room. Now the difference is the temperature at which you're going to find the melting point. So cold room starts at negative 120 degrees Celsius. Your laboratory starts at room setting 20 degrees Celsius. Now, based on what room you're in, you will have different materials because these different materials have different melting points and boiling points. So they're going to be a solid or a liquid at different temperatures. So for laboratory here, you can see you've got these several substances, the cold room, you've got a different list. Okay, so let's say you want to find the melting point of sodium chloride. Now, the way you're going to do this, you're going to use this knob right here. And sodium chloride has a high melting point. So let me stop it here. It's easier to do this on your iPad than it is me trying to do this laptop. Well, anyway, you can see over here, all right, I've at least lowered it to, it's increasing very slowly. As you do this, you can look up here in the upper right, and you can see nothing has happened yet to the sodium chloride. You want to click on this where you see molecular view. So with the molecular view here, you can see this is a solid. All of these particles, in this case, all of these ions are fixed in position. They're vibrating, but they're not moving past each other. So you want to keep that on, and you want to find out at what temperature, so the temperature down here, does this solid turn to a liquid. Okay, now for this one, I know that it has a high melting point. Now here's a tip. As you do this, you can do this a couple times. You can do this actually as many times as you need. But at the beginning, do it fast just to get a ballpark idea as to what the temperature is going to be. Then you can go back and do a second time to get a much more precise reading. So here, all right, oh, look at that. Now, I kind of knew where this number was at, so I knew where to stop. So when you do this, you'll shoot right past it. But then you'll be able to go back and say, oh, yeah, it was around 775 to 825 or something like that. That's about in the range where it went from a solid to a liquid. But you can see down here in the bubble that now we have a liquid. Okay, the particles are spread apart. They're sliding past each other. Also, you can see up here the color change. But just going to red does not make it a liquid. You've actually got to look down here at the molecules. Okay, so because I wouldn't know exactly where that is, what my temperature is, I'll have to go again. So now I know I'm around, 775 or so. So I'm going to get up to that temperature fast. So let me go up here fast. All right, let me start slowing it down here. All right. Now you can see it's red, but that's still a solid. See, I went too fast. So you might have to do this a couple times. Like I said, it's easier to control this knob on your iPad than it is with me trying to do it on this laptop here. So, all right, let me start slowing it down. Okay, no, I'm around 800. All right. Okay, so now I can look. I'm going to get a much slower increase. Still looking at my solid here. Okay, look at 800. All right, that was what, around 802 or so? So yeah, I would say, 800, 805 or so, because on the sheet, you're giving a range. Give a range of what the melting point is. Okay, so once you have that one done, here are all the ones you can do using the laboratory. And if you got to go to the cold room, click to the cold room to use these. But you're doing it the same exact way. All right, that one actually has a real relatively low melting point. Okay, so hope this helps. Let me know if you have any issues. Have a nice day, everyone.